Are you guys ready to do this? Oh, let's get this off of here. You don't need to see my face at the moment. And where's my chat cover? There we go. Here we go. Get them cards. One day we'll have more to add to that. I'll figure out how to do stuff as well for like special effects and hollows and whatnot. We'll see. It's a fun little thing for you guys to use your points.
Hello.
Conveniently priced at a typical TCG MSRP.
Oh yeah, Drak, I was just chatting with some people about like Baldur's Gate, like playthroughs. Now my first playthrough, I was starting to think about it, like Bard taking just 1 point in Wizard is actually really helpful because it lets you learn all the spells, and it lets you learn all the spells from the Wizard book, but it doesn't require you to cast it as like a 5th level Wizard spell. You can cast it with 5th level like Bard spells.
Yep.
Oh.
As long as you have that 1 point in Wizard, you can cast it regardless.
That's neat.
It is really cool.
I
very, very helpful.
I think I want to say I took a level or two into Paladin. I'm not sure, or maybe I'm just doing straight Bard. Somebody had sent me a long time ago a build that was just to help me get more AC because I'm sitting there at like 12, 13 AC.
Oh, you're talking about
it was
Baldur's Gate.
Paladin.
Yeah.
You touched, didn't you? Because I remember you talking to me about that one.
I was like, I just need ideas because I'm doing jack for anything right now.
The AI literally was just constantly targeting you because low EC. Shit was brutal.
If you take your 8th level to take a feat to learn Shield Mastery, then you can at least equip a shield, which would give you like 3 to 4 points in AC, which would be huge for you.
Yeah.
Even another 2 would be kind of nuts. 2 extra points.
Plus,
I'm
whatever,
like 20, I'm at 22, and I don't think anything's ever going to target me again.
Yeah.
Like.
Just looks at the enemies. Try it.
Also made Riot and Corey's underwear glow.
That was fun. Yeah. That was very funny.
It was not even remotely a deterrent when they were told you can't be wearing it when we enchant it. They undressed so quickly.
Dude, Raya's character with the glowing underwear is so fucking funny, dude. It's like
an
it's
LED
like so
bondage
exaggerated
suit
for how like how many extra little things are on his fucking clothing.
Hearing LED bondage suit is not what I expected to hear today.
Yeah.
I almost spit out my fucking tree.
I didn't quite get to that part, Reed.
Holy.
Bloody hell.
Oh.
What happened?
I almost ran forward and pulled the boss.
Thank you, Vega.
Do it.
No, wait.
You what? I keep forgetting
So
chat
the
bubbles are
CCG
in this
overlay.
game, dude.
So the
I forget they're
Kenny
there
sent
until
it to
one
me.
pops up.
But you can use your channel points now to collect
Over your
nest
head.
cards.
You can like turn them
For
on,
funsies.
so there's chat bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
So those are the ones that with the current members
I didn't know about that. Listen,
newish.
and Corey.
It's like the
I need-
NPCs, the chat bubble thing.
Gotcha. I cannot stress enough the fact that I don't touch this game except for 45 minutes a week. And that's to clear.
Raid logging, baby.
Yep.
Honestly,
Playlist.
I've been trying to force myself into just like a what's it called? 24-man every other day or so, but it is painful. I won't do the other ones. People are like, just do your dailies. I'm like, I don't do dailies normally. That is, I don't like playing this game all the time. Raid is what makes this combat interesting. It's not fun otherwise.
It's like I've
Right?
done dailies daily for years. I need a
Yeah.
break from dailies.
I've been at this for 10 damn years.
Who are we missing?
Kenny.
Sorry.
Or
Kenny?
Kento
Okay.
popped in Discord.
What are we missing?
Kento.
I'm like looking at the list. I'm like, everybody's
Some
in the
weird
party.
cat.
What the hell?
Somebody come get our cat.
I just got off the toilet. I joined earlier and I was gonna webcam my feet, but I was like, no, this is too weird.
The glow. The glow.
I'm sorry.
That's where we draw the line, apparently.
Only fans.
It's like 3
That
days
is where
worth.
I draw the line. Yeah.
Wait,
Hold
hold up.
So
I think
cool.
he's onto something.
I was like, this is a little bit too intimate. And I don't know if like you
For
like
free?
I don't know
Then
if like, the
imagine-
stream thing like shows like webcam, you know, like when it shows us like talking. I don't know if it shows a webcam, so I was terrified that everyone was gonna see it.
Imagine that like you accidentally had the face cam on instead.
Yeah, I'm not
Just
forcing
in my-
myself too much, Reed, because it's.
My pooping face.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Get over here.
It's so funny because Corey took off his his underwear and Jesse just goes, "Dude's frog is just hanging out." And then Riot just straight cheeks.
No, I mentioned the frog hanging out because if you've seen Apothecary Diaries, it's
Yeah,
very funny
okay, that was
reference.
a reference to Apothecary. I was like,
Yeah. I've watched
Kaido.
Apothecary Diaries. 10 out of 10 show, by the way,
So
if you watch it. But the frog scene is a little weird.
My Junie really likes it, so I like pop in when she's watching it, but I
Yeah, that
haven't sat
anime's
down to
really
watch
good.
it myself.
I have not started it yet.
Pretty good.
It's one of that I've seen clips of, and I'm like, ah, this is right up my alley. But I have not stopped to sit and watch it yet.
Yeah. What's in your mouth? Poison.
Poison. This is
Throw it
poison.
up right now.
Same energy as, what do you have? A knife.
No.
Kenny,
Damn,
you can't-
Kenny.
Kenny, you can't say shit like that.
Damn. Start off strong today.
I have screenshotted it. Has been added to the Google Doc.
The twit longer will be.
You see me playing
Neil?
competitive games, feel bad.
I resemble that remark, you said.
How dare you use his government name?
You rang.
Yeah.
Oh.
What does that mean?
How the fuck does this game work again?
Oh, wait. Food.
Oh yeah.
Grab
food.
you. Kenny, what does that mean?
This is a threat.
Wild.
What do you mean? I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Alright. Let's go.
Okay.
Food up.
Hello, Steven.
Yay!
Pog.
Being spoiled on this
Right,
day.
so we all have our weapons now, so it's gonna be really hard to meet this DPS check.
True.
We gotta lock in.
Bro, 123 Oppo. We're going crazy.
Wind.
We're absolutely flying here.
Away.
Things you don't want to hear right before that goes off.
The thing is, none of you would have died. It would have just been me.
It doesn't change what I said.
I know.
Point still stands.
Be looking at
My office chair is stinky now.
I left my fart on the ground.
Made boom boom.
I forgot to stand up. I'm sitting in it.
C clockwise 2-4.
I don't know why that
The
mechanic
ports
is.
in towers.
I've been failing lately. When it comes to remembering where to go for certain things. crazy what happens when you are no longer progging. Mechanic, what mechanic? We just collect loot.
170k.
It's your entire health bar.
Yup.
Pretty sure it's HP cap on everyone every time for that one because there's just so much damage going on.
Yeah.
Raya, he favors you today. I'm very happy.
For now.
Don't say anything. He may not have noticed.
2 or 4? 4.
Bitch.
You're a bitch. To the boss.
To the boss.
To the boss.
Shift.
I thought about it.
Don't say that, I'll shift my pants.
That's not bad.
Oh my fucking... Huh? Neutral sec didn't go off earlier. Weird.
Oh, good. I can fall asleep.
Check your timers.
I don't gotta do nothing.
Check your timers. Perfect.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Tank and healer.
Shift. Shift. To the boss.
To the boss.
Nice. Uptime.
Shift.
At the wall.
We'll get LB eventually.
One of these days.
Approximately 3 to 5 business days.
Yeah.
Screams.
Two. And then 1. Tank and healer. Wait for the dash. Go. Letter. Letter.
Stone.
I can save this wind too, Hurla wind.
Oh.
Beat his ass.
Overkill. Might still get hit by
Kill
this.
him.
I'm just casting an extra heal here to make sure. Okay.
There.
Wow, I was standing on the exact
with you
spot
guys.
where we needed to get pulled to. I did not move. That's insane.
Rescue in place.
Maybe the slash dance thing will work. You know, if you don't move, you keep the dance going through their cutscene.
Oh god. That'd be pretty funny actually.
Hades Extreme. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay, that was from Hades. Okay.
Yeah, it was. I remember we were going back for
Those guys enjoying
mounts
those
and
cards.
stuff, that we all were trying that.
Yeah. Yoshi's the one who taught it to us. Then we all started trying to do it.
Oh,
And just kind of
there we
fucked around
go.
and tried to do it. It was very funny.
All right, pod up.
Loose bread.
Hi, Drak.
Hey.
Yeah,
Am I swapping with Keaton?
Nope.
Come on. Come on. You know you wanna. It'll be fun. Ow! I'm sorry!
Cleave.
It's just like, is it now in?
In.
Loose
Wands.
bread.
Loose bread.
Brain stopped working.
Well,
We're good.
watch your tone.
Right, no
For
go.
just long enough.
Stacked up.
Magical hand buff.
Original platform.
Thank you for the follow. Vifrina?
No Kara for this, for some reason. Unless, maybe now? No! To
I
your
took no damage.
buddies.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It was
Stay in
all
the
over
tower.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch for tether.
On me and Kenny.
Blessed pattern.
Actually.
Switch a little over this way.
2 minutes.
This is my buddy.
Oh, I didn't come back. God damn it.
Yeah.
Might
Oh,
still be recoverable, but it ain't gonna feel good.
Yeah,
Let me
you
get
guys,
Raya.
you'll be okay.
I'm taking it back in.
Light
Oh, I'm
speed
trying
track
to.
in a second.
Okay.
Fucking teleport.
Oh shit.
Donut.
Right.
Right. In, I think.
Right.
Yep.
Ouch.
Left.
In.
Left.
Sides.
Right.
Loose bread.
Yeah, that was completely my fault for Kenny dying. I was sitting there like, am I forgetting something?
Oh, shoot.
Tank stuff.
Screwed that up.
Oh.
Mouth. Is that supposed to do damage, or? I don't know if you saw the extra little shield there at the end from me.
Yeah.
Watch your tethers.
All the tether. Remember, the 2 towers are random, so be ready to move if you need to.
Blessed pattern.
Right.
The last time I said that, Kenny exploded.
Coming up.
Leave in. Go to your respective platform.
Huh?
Ready for prey.
I guess I got hit by that.
Prey.
Gonna die.
Was they?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, that's my bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
ow. No
Yeah,
tanks.
this is not. I don't think this is recoverable now. Yeah, there's no way.
Damn.
Okay.
We needed to move over again, Drak. That's what happened.
Oh, let's see. This is poopy.
Well, he was dead. I rezzed him, so there was a bit of a scramble
No,
there.
no, not that part. It was a different one. It was
Oh.
what caused him to die.
So it's like I get hit by two things, which is weird.
Yeah.
Was the sword facing us? Was that part of it?
It was facing the triple tower one.
Yes, you might have gotten sorted and.
Yeah, because we got hit by the
Oh.
in and a sword. Or out, or whatever it was. Yeah, we did get hit by... I don't know.
If you were on the DPS platform or one of the two tower, like the northeast, right, the respective tower,
We-
then that would have been the cleave spot.
Yeah, we needed to move. Just didn't.
You can also get away with just getting hit by one. It doesn't feel good, but if you're not 100% sure, just dodge
that
at
is
least
not
one of them.
not true. I have gotten hit by one and died every single time.
That is what happened to Drak.
Really?
I would like
Yeah.
to say.
every
We've done
single
it
time I've gotten hit by
before.
one.
We've done it
yeah.
before, I think, with some amount of shielding and some amount of mit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
we,
Like,
we, we
I
don't
don't
have
know.
enough shields going out for that to be possible.
I don't know exactly, but you can live it with like a little bit of help.
No,
sure
that wasn't
But we
even
have
an
to have
indecision
something.
thing. I just didn't think I'd get hit there. I thought we were good.
Yeah.
And I just followed Drac.
Kind of looked
He-
at us
he
like,
looks
I don't
confident.
think this is right.
Stone.
This is stone.
Raya trying to give me a heart attack.
I'm gonna say Han's doing the exact same thing to me.
To the boss. To the boss. To the boss. Should I save that Ixo for after Millennial here?
I'm gonna have Star here. Really
Okay.
need to.
I can keep using it there then.
A clockwise 2-4.
DPS towers.
On that one myself. My bad.
One or three, it's 3.
Be away from him.
Away from the boss.
Barely.
Ooh. Yes.
Love doing the same amount of damage with better weapons.
Yeah.
Crit variance.
Honestly.
My second to last, I still have to do my job.
Check your timers.
digging into my head. Sorry. Losing them for a little bit. Miles will be alright.
Hold.
Oh, big hold.
Hey, whoa, hey.
I want to touch it. I want to touch it.
Damn!
Now, son, don't touch that cactus.
You're judging me.
Uh-oh.
Who did we just lose?
I'm waiting to see a Pokeball.
That was
That
Raya.
was Raya.
We lost Raya.
Still here.
There he is.
You good?
He
Welcome
doesn't even
back,
realize.
Raya.
Well, they're still casting, so
Decided to restart itself.
Cool. DPS. We love Discord. It's a great program.
Shift. Multi-dollar company.
Almost
Shift.
walked into the wall
I
there.
looked over. I'm like, Discord, please come back.
Away
Away.
from him.
Away from the boss.
Can I get it? Can I get it? Nope.
Shift.
Shift.
Well,
Oh, good dodges. Good dodges.
Sucked it in my tummy for that one.
I oped the fuck out of that AoE.
Did you get rescued?
no, you didn't hear it.
Why did you gap close to me? That was fucking weird.
I don't think I've ever been that scared all of a sudden where nothing came out of me.
1. And then 3. DPS.
We're stacking.
Yes. Wait for the second dash. Go.
Letters. Wind.
Wind.
I got a schmove. Right here. Never mind. Gucci. Oh, no, this is good. This is good.
We still have LB? Yes, we do. Then I am not going to.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, just looking for a good
We're,
spot to
we're
use it.
pretty ahead.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, sorry if you heard that.
No, my regen.
Ooh, that was fast.
Just pimp slap my mic.
I think you may be lame.
You put it in its place, man.
I can't believe I didn't get a reaction out of that fucking rescue. Other than
I
a
told
little bit
you.
after.
It startled me so bad, I couldn't even make a sound. My mouth fell open, and it was just like a silent scream.
When the anime character is like all white and their mouth is open like that.
Yeah, the lines.
I stood there in the middle of the arena going, I can't hit anything. Everything's dead.
Disparage.
I tried to get it to where it was like just before the animation started to make you think that I had done it too early. I think it
You know
worked.
what? You did. Oh.
Grab your little ghosty, put it back in your mouth.
Yes.
Loose spread.
New spread.
Kitty, don't go. Stay.
I was so close to going.
Do you want
I know.
this?
Nice shake it off question mark.
Cleave.
In Cleave.
You almost mind controlled me to press shake it off. I don't know why.
Loose spread.
Look-
Original platform.
Oh, I gotta go.
You are my friend.
Yeah.
Thanks, friend.
That's the sound of a friend who is tolerating the other friend.
Yeah, I guess.
check tether.
Ready for 2 minutes?
I hate this 2 minute with a passion. Just Uber sucks. Mostly because I can't hit the boss half the time when we're placing those, so.
Right.
Sides.
Right.
In.
Left.
Got hit.
Out.
Left.
In.
Left. Or right. I'm sorry.
Good thing I have eyes.
We would have
Sure
liked
hope
to
you
just
do.
all would have gotten damage down.
One moved weird, and I thought it was gonna be the next one.
It gave a little
Loose
wiggle.
spread, loose spread.
Thought I hit that. Guess I didn't. That's gonna make things a little awkward moving forward.
Now get off my lawn. It's for your own safety. Damn it, the shield! Hello?
Just as a treat.
Thanks.
I think it's funny.
I appreciate it. You really are my friend.
Check your tethers.
There we go.
Alright, I'm gonna be really far away from the tanks for this.
Okay.
We both have a regen.
Wait to swap.
Leave.
We have
In.
right.
Oh, god damn it! Oh,
We
I can
love
get him. I
platforms.
can get him.
I went
Oh.
too early.
Back over.
I'm going left here.
Five.
Let's
got
get
the southern
some rock
platform.
over.
Faints up.
I'm not
This
reprisal.
is gonna hurt a little bit without Neil.
I got
I'm in here. I'm not moving.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
You're good.
You can hit him.
Move,
No,
get off,
bait
get
the
off, get off.
thing.
Alright,
Bait the
wait.
thing.
Bait.
This is my invuln.
Move thyself again.
Fate.
Bait it. Don't leave yet.
Waiting.
I'm on Kenny.
I'm mighty old. I should
Caught up
have.
if you feel like it. Now's not a bad time.
I definitely will. Thank you so much. We wait.
hot and 15 seconds till 2 minute.
You could probably pot now.
That's why I said
LB.
hot.
Get that full effect out.
LBing.
I got reprisal.
Keep that mid up.
Don't even matter.
Wow, very fast.
He's still doing it. Oh my god! Oh shit!
From the grave!
Yo,
Are
Reaper
we-
weapon.
How are we rolling on the coffer if everyone has their weapon, right?
Free for all, I guess.
Free for all
Free
need or greed?
greed?
Need. That's a good question. Need.
Okay.
Just go
It's
need.
free for all
Okay.
need on it then.
Free for all need.
Can I get the Reaper weapon?
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I rolled a
shit.
42 on the Reaper weapon and a 42 on the coffer.
Go.
Oh, yeah, I can pass on the Reaper weapon.
Give it to me.
As long as someone's taking that.
Give it to me.
That was your melee of choice, isn't it?
Probably,
was
yeah.
it?
Like more than likely, yes.
Okay.
Don't know if there's any other melee I would probably play other than like maybe ninja if I'm feeling a little silly, but I don't know.
Got a good chance at it.
I'll pass on the
Roll.
copper because I got the weapon already.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
97.
I rolled a 91, you slut! We're no longer friends! I take it back!
We're not. All right, no more crit shields for you. Got it. Understood.
Friendship over.
God. I was like, damn, finally, another one, let's go!
Samurai.
Reaper weapon.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna get crafty gear next year, so it doesn't matter too much. But
It really
Yeah, but
does.
it's
Oh.
huge. Jesus Christ. Like,
That's,
Let's
that's
check this.
big.
Oh, this is kind of
You linked
neat.
it?
That's
saying
a
it out
Reaper
front.
weapon of all time.
That is a Reaper weapon of all time.
I don't hate it. I just wish the blade looked more like, a blade. I
Yeah.
think that's the
If
thing
it
that
had like
bugs
an
me.
energy saw to it, that would have been really
That would be
cool.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't hate this samurai weapon actually. This isn't bad.
have y'all ever had to call it here, like stop it, do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
IRL stuff?
Sounds like an elegant samurai.
Midas.
Right? Doesn't
No,
it?
Gordius. It was
I remember that
Gordius.
Takes me back to coils.
But what's the savage one look like? Okay, we see the level 51. What's the level 100 one look like?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Nice.
This actually looks like it would fit with the Lost Elegance
This year was
stuff
rough.
from Stormblood.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I think it was the tome gear back then. Oh, is that the Black Mage staff, the relic upgraded?
Yep.
Oh, it looks so good.
I've gotten 2 so far. I've gotten Black Mage Staff, which is I have mine glammed on. And then I have the White Mage one.
I still think this is like my favorite Reaper weapon. I love the glow on this thing.
Oh, that
really
is
cool.
nice.
Nice.
Oh, the white mage weapon. Oh,
Yeah.
I need to see it. I'm
Oh, the White Mage one looks so good.
Oh, that
It
does look
looks
good.
really good.
They cooked with the White Mage one. It looks fucking amazing.
Maybe I shouldn't look
Not
at
the-
it because I had a Dutch relic shit.
Here's the
Maybe I
lazy
don't.
one.
Not the first time I've done that.
The-
Like, they sometimes cook with White Mage relics.
I'll eventually load in. Goddamn.
Hee. Spinning disc
Time for
drive
my edgy
moment.
arc. Either edgy or cowboy.
Yeehaw.
Oh, I do
Yeehaw.
like that. Oh, that's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Gun.
Dude.
Gun. I cast gun.
Gun. I
Mountain Dew
hate
side.
the relic. Like, I hate the gun from this new relic series. I hate it so
I don't even remember
much.
what it looks like.
It's one of the like square pistols.
Oh, hey,
like
look,
the last week
barrels
before
make it look
7.3.
square.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Oh,
a-
yeah, yeah.
It gets a fucking chode pistol. Like I
I've
don't.
had, I've had this one for like ever. I missed the older unique reload animation this thing had. It was so fucking cool.
Can I see
Let
the
me
black
remove the
mage
glamour.
weapon, Raya?
We finished
is
right
the-
before the.
This is the.
Oh, it's
machinist
the
one.
fucking
drop.
Doom shotgun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was that, Keaton?
Can I see the black mage weapon?
Oh, Black Mage, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shiny
Oh, that's-
D20. Well, I think it's a D12, actually.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I love that. What
one
the
sec.
fuck?
I'm like, this is a dumb-looking relic, and then somebody pointed out that there's like a D20
That warrior
in there.
axe fucking goes hard. What the fuck?
Oh, it does go hard.
Yeah, that does.
Oh,
Sick.
hi, Iraku.
I love that
We'll see you
the
there.
The
I love that
sharpened
the bottom
volcano
part of it-
fragment.
yeah.
It,
Looks like the bottom part is like superheated.
it says something that I couldn't see him behind Keaton's model.
Small.
Nobody pay attention to the red child behind me.
Me walking into next tier as Fizz range. You've yeed your last haul.
Yeah. Let's just hope they buff it.
This raid ain't big enough for the two of us.
Really hope there's another there's like a cowboy boss.
Oh my god, that'd be
great.
funny as fuck.
That would be really funny.
I still really hope we get a Tonberry boss. I hope of all of like the Final Fantasy
that would be
we
cool.
remix with, I really hope they give us a Tonberry boss.
Would that
I hope
work?
it's
Like
just
a-
ass.
Because they're like technically
Throat
people
stab.
in this game. So they're not like monsters. Like they're
Yes,
monsters,
but
but they're
they're-
not.
But in the shard they're from the knights,
Oh, yeah.
they could be. They
That's
could just
true.
be monsters because,
Yeah.
you know, multiverse fuckery.
They
Yeah.
could even do an ads phase with it where they cast everybody's grudge on the tank, and you have to make sure the enemies are not dead by the time you cast that, because it deals damage based on how many enemies you've killed during your gameplay.
I missed that mechanic.
And so you gotta get all of them low. He casts everybody's grudge, then you gotta burn them all.
Yeah.
Why is there a gimme cat?
Interesting mechanics.
In my Final
Oh.
Fantasy?
Oh, there is a Gimme
When-
Cat minion. Oh, I hate that.
I didn't
That
realize
fucking
there
cat
was.
that I
cat
hate.
that I hate.
That fucking cat that I hate. The
I
fucking
was
cat
like,
that I hate.
What?
That fucking cat that I hate.
I
that fucking
kind of
cat
want
that I hate.
it. How did you get it?
What?
That I hate.
I'm gonna send my yan at your knees.
What?
Just watch one of the people in the next tier is going to be a yan.
Oh
Oh,
god.
Yeah.
They just channeled
That'd
the
be-
yan.
It's just the fucking Yan model just stood up, huge fucking buff, tiny head. It's like what's his fucking name from oh god, it's like my favorite dungeon boss. The Spriggan in the huge rock body.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's just that.
Ziggy Stardust.
Oh my god, I fucking
know-
love that guy.
You know, if anyone's who's seen Black Clover, they could just do Charmy and it would be perfect.
Charmy from
Charmy the bee.
Sonic. Same wavelength.
I can't wait for Brute Abominator's soul to fight us as the third floor. It's gonna be
Right?
great.
The Undertaker.
I feel like they have to kind of commit to it at this point, right?
I mean, they have his memory, so they could just recreate
Yeah.
him.
He's a ghost, so he's
ooh, robot
Boomer.
Brute Abominator. That'd be kind of sick.
Cyborg Brute Abominator.
Term Abominator.
Actually, the technical term is cyborgs.
Oh man.
I'm ready to absolutely fucking sandbag on DPS, dude. I'm so fucking ready.
I don't think I've ever seen you DPS in like nest raids before.
Yeah, I've never done it. Not in Nest.
In all these years.
I will
I'm
admit
cooked.
that I am quite tempted to try and finagle a DPS spot for next year.
Uh-huh.
I really do miss it. Oh.
This DPS,
DPS,
spot ain't
let's
big
go.
enough for the two of us.
Raya, you can
you two will have
tank
to
and we'll
duel in the dueling circle.
Right, we'll have dueling Catboy tanks. You
I feel
can.
like that's abusive. Can't be both cat boys.
We'll cancel each other out.
Holy shit, I'm critting out of my mind tonight. God damn.
There we go. Got it.
Also, I don't think the healers want me to going daddy harder and not cast any
No, man.
Mark and I sweating.
Not gonna hit mid just to feel something.
Yeah, keep
Hit your
me
mitts,
on
stop
my
liking it so
toes.
much.
Force me to have to hard cast a shield on you every tank buster.
It's a loud moan every time a tank buster comes out.
just fucking relive that moment. That was so
Dark Souls
fucking
1.
funny.
This stream is for viewers 18 up. 18 and up. Do you want to proceed?
Dark Souls 1 getting hit noise. Oh.
Yeah. Oh man, that fucking clip from P5 still like cracks me the fuck up, dude.
Which one is that?
When Ryo was stretching.
Oh yeah,
And
he
we were
slaps
talking.
himself.
I did like a slap sound, and he just moans. Like, what the fuck? It was so fucking funny.
Didn't even
Oh
watch that.
man.
Yeah,
Oh,
little
that was
Raya.
hilarious. Just like perfect timing.
I think that's still my subscriber sound.
That is so funny, dude.
But that's so fitting.
Yeah.
I was like, it would be funny if I clipped that, and I was like, oh, I guess I did.
I messaged
Oh my
Drac, I'm like,
god,
can I
Recon,
have
shut the
this now?
fuck up.
Great sub
Shut
sound.
up, Recon.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna post what he just. I'm screenshotting this.
Oh no.
I hate this. I hate this. I changed my mind. I don't want to heal anymore.
Hey, Raya, are you a furry?
This is the stuff from the Aqua Crescent. If you equip the gear, sell the Aqua Crescent tank gear.
Oh.
Okay.
It's only
Isn't that-
$7.45. It's not.
Isn't
well
that a reskin of the gear from Somal?
No, that's not the Woad.
paid. No.
No. Okay.
The Woad
Looks
looks
very
a
similar.
lot more slender.
The Soam All stuff is it's different. It's also brown aesthetic,
Right.
but it's. I remember the Soam All stuff.
Alrighty.
Well, y'all are free. Or you can hang out. I don't care. Either way.
I need to go
Thanks, your dad.
shopping.
I have work,
Oh.
but
Bye.
I will catch you guys later. See you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. I don't really have anything else to do. Let me answer the question a little bit more. So, do we have to stop a tiered or IRL stuff? So that was basically just Nest 1.0 back in Gordius because it's just... I was a new raid lead, learning my interpersonal skills, was gathering a group of people that weren't really committed to it. So it was hard. I think that was it when we didn't quite have our culture down. We stopped. And then Midas... Let's see, what was Midas? Do we even try? I want to say we tried Midas. And then I think that one we stopped as well because of issues with people and leaving. What was that? That was Heaven's Word. So... So I don't think we ever did... Which one was ARM? Hang on. Arm of the Sun. Is this the... I was having issues with a couple members where I didn't want to make the content anymore. That was a big part of the issue, is that there was like actual friction going on, and I was like, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to bring up who or what or whatever. There's been no drama since then, so I'm not going to get back into it, but it was... I want to say this was the cat, because we started doing this, and this was also the point where Monk still wasn't really well designed. In that... if Monk got taken to baby jail, the animation to take you there, you lost your stacks. And then you had to fight an ad, and I didn't know. We didn't have as many tools to deal with that. So, yeah, I think we tried this one, and then I just didn't So yeah, very, very early on. And then after that, we still had our issues with a few people here and there, but for the most part, we were on the same page and we were moving to the right stuff. And we never ended up doing this one. We started it, and yeah, like it was like the person didn't like me very much at that point, I think, or what was it? Anyway, I was basically kind of getting like silent bullied about not being able to do it. Like, oh, you should just be able to do it. It's not the fault of the thing or whatever. But anyway. Yeah, I got 4 of the cars. Once Archie adds more, I'll throw them in there. So I spent the day working on that. So that was fun. I need to get it going on YouTube. I don't know if I have channel points or whatever on YouTube, but on Twitch it's working. So we have a whole bunch of channel points and nothing to spend them on otherwise. I'm glad you guys are having fun. So, group's raid time is already limited, and we had a person step out this tier. With how late it is, figured it might be better for the mental start. Yeah, it's if you, I definitely felt so. Like I said, this tier we had a lot of people not step out entirely, but even just having people like almost every other week having to replace somebody. And if we ever had to replace more than one person, we just called it. So that kind of hindered our prog for a little bit. We could rep one person here and there, but then we'd have to re-prog with the person they were repping once they got back. Wasn't ideal. And if it's just one person, you might be okay. You might find somebody that you just kind of gel with, which is fine. But if I wouldn't force it either. This game's already kind of like, I'm speaking from a position where I'm not super jazzed about playing at all. I like the raids and stuff, but I'm looking forward to not having raids. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to just kind of leaving Final Fantasy on the shelf until the next tier, basically, for a bit. And it just kind of happens. It's IRL stuff. Thankfully, we have 3 raid days, so we can kind of make up for lost time. And we've got a Reclear day, which is a really good thing. Like, having 2 hours to kind of get through stuff on a day, or just a short day, and then 2 longer ones has been really good for our mental state going through things. And it's just nice. Hey, nice, Nico. Not many people super vibing with the game at the moment, so better to save the mental. Only raid 3 to 5 hours a week. Yeah, I would take a break, do something else, try another game out, hang out, other thing. Like, I don't know, just there's plenty of other stuff that's better for co-op anyway. At the moment, I do enjoy raiding. I like the raid content. I still think this is the best battle content we've gotten in a long time. If we can get back to some of the older mechanic styles, like we were just talking about the Tonberry from, what was the Wanderer's Palace, I think? Well, there was another one, wasn't there? It was a Rome Reborn. I don't think it was it the Hardmore? Or was it no, that wasn't Amdapor. I think it was Wanderer's Palace. The original one, where you had the Tom, but like all those mechanics were pretty unique and fun, and cool and stuff like that. Does 6 hours a week, but we still rarely wind up with all 6 due to scheduling. Yeah, it's rough. It's probably a little easier if you guys are not doing it blind, because at least you kind of get through things. You can learn a little bit faster, but progging is still like we were not doing T blind, and that's ultimate, granted, but it's still a lot. And if the game stops being fun, then just don't push it. Yeah, there's a Hard Wanderer's Palace too, but I think that one is the Mamulja boss. We referenced it, I think, in one of the Tuliolal quests, and they're just like, oh yeah, this person went across the salt to make a name for themselves, and we're just like, yeah, weird, never heard of them. But like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's easier to get together a group for Baldur's Gate, a full Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, than it is to keep a static together for 14 raids. We do it because we've got income attached to it for most of us, but a blind group the first 2-3 weeks of the tier. You're not a blind prog person. Maybe that group's just 6. Yeah, I mean, it could be either. And it's not like a flex thing to do things blind. It's more fun for us. We'd get through the tier so quickly otherwise, because if you know what you're doing, like half our time, or like probably 75% of our time in the fights, is actually just like figuring out what the mechanics are doing and figuring out the strats. If we all just knew what the strats were, like, just look at how fast we cleared Uwu. Was it Uwu? No, Ucob. You know? It's kind of fun until M6 adds for a solid 2 weeks. Yeah, that one, I mean, that one was where even we were like, it's too much. We need to look it up. Being on the same page is probably our biggest weakness. It's a lot better than it used to be, at least. I kind of tease people about how frustrating it is getting people to understand what we're all saying, but at the same time, like people explain something of their strat and then I don't get it, so I can't really throw stones legitimately. But it's a lot better than even it was last expansion. You know, just kind of the way that we approached it, took the edge off of it a little bit. Sleepy Hiroma, thank you for the gift sub to Kenny. Enjoy that Corey card. We had fun though. In Baldur's Gate. I'm debating on what to do for the rest of the stream because I don't really want to go back to work. I got 10 minutes done of the video today, which was huge. It was a lot of strat discussion, so it was less, I didn't have to switch between characters as much, so that helped out. But I'm hoping to be done by the end of the week. We'll see. We'll see if I can keep the pace. It really just depends. Tomorrow, if I don't stream, I can get another 10 minutes done. But yeah, I was working on the tabletop game, and it's coming along, but at the same time, I got stuck with how to sequence the rules of the next thing, which kind of sent me in, like, it stun locked me for a good 30 minutes or so. Oh, the anxiety I was feeling through that. But it's good. It's a really good system now where I'm splitting it between like Final Fantasy Tactics overworld stuff and like quick battles. And then whenever the Overlord player and the heroes clash, that's when you get your like wargaming, you moving your units around and their kits and stuff like that. Got a couple Monk Theory Craft ideas. Yeah. That's another thing I was doing. I wasn't sure if I had the mental fortitude to do it. But I was thinking. I've been thinking about ways to tackle this redesigning 14 jobs into a more engaging way. Open up a file here. Common, what's up? I have a question. Is it possible to do emeralds and seats with only 3 people? I don't remember. With 3 people? You might be able to get away with it with current gear score. I don't know about... What is Sea to Sacrifice? Is that Hades? No, Sea to Sacrifice is the Warrior of Light. I don't think you can do... Maybe you could do that one. Because there's the meteors, but there are only the 3 meteors. And LB3, right, yeah. Started skonging? LB3 from his formula, okay, yeah. Silk Song, no. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at that. I've never played Hollow Knight. I want to support it, for sure. We were talking about that last time, where I wanted to support a game that made AAA devs seethe. Not that I don't like all AAA devs. But, you know, certain ones that are like, don't over-deliver. Make sure to under-deliver on your games. Don't over-promise. Don't over-promise is a fine thing, but make sure you under-deliver. I know, I could just say Bungie. Love silking your song. Easy, bud. Take it easy there. But it's encouraging. It's encouraging to see things like that happen and support for like that kind of stuff happen, because that's definitely where I want to be at some point, is going into the indie space, actually making games. So here's hoping. Redesigning classes. May as well do this for an hour, so see how long my brain can keep up with it. I'll still keep it on Final Fantasy 14. I'm technically still playing. So why would anyone publish a fully finished and working game for $70? It'd be ridiculous. I know, right? Yeah. The current state of things just breaks my heart. Especially because they just focus on the wrong things. Actual gameplay. And then everything has to be open world. Everything has to be 90 hours of gameplay, but only like 10 hours of gameplay actually matters. Some games were really good, like the first, well, Horizon Zero Dawn. I think I like that one, but wanted to play Borderlands 4, but then he opened his fat mouth. I respect it. I respect the principle, and I get that. I'm the same way with Pokemon right now. I really wanted ZA, and Nintendo will not stop pushing their crap with their lawsuits. So feel free to talk about whatever. I will respond. I'm just going to be moving this along to the design stuff. So I was thinking of like all the things that a class needs to deal with the current design. So like the 14 fights I think right now are where they want them to be. So then everything has to be designed around those. Oh yeah, also locking the Mega Evolutions behind the DLC. Or I don't know if it's the DLC. You have to have... Hey, Tuna Freya. You have to have online, Nintendo Online, which I'm going to be canceling my membership soon. You have to have Nintendo Online because you need to do online battles for those Mega Stones. I don't mind them locking them behind battles. I understand them wanting to push the competitive scene because they want more people to be watching that. But yeah, I feel bad for creators like Wolfie who that's their living, you know. Shit, anything to say, but just empty-headed for the time trying to finish M8. Feel free to hang. Feel free to hang. Oh, sorry. Okay. Job doesn't give me time to blind prog, so I have to... Yeah, that's fine. Everybody's got different responsibilities. You know what I mean? Even Corey right now, he's got time off on Mondays, but he doesn't have enough energy to raid, basically, is the thing. So, Yin Yang's got ideas. How do I feel about Riddle of Earth being turned into a sort of counter? Yeah, so like, similar to how, the Third Eye is on Samurai. Also, Form Shift was upgraded into Riddle of Water. What other effect would I give it? If there's water as well? That's a good question. Riddle of Water, what would it be? First thing that pops into my head is movement. What's the thing? It's a movement tool. I don't know if... No 2 minutes. Shut up. Yeah, it's true. Because already I want Riddle of Wind to... I don't need the Wind's Reply. I just want Riddle of Wind to add a little bit of damage and allow Monk to increase their auto attack range. Like... It would be so much better if we got just being able to be away from the boss or increase our range in general, like all the weapon skills. If Riddle of Wind just did that and gave us the range that the Wind's Reply has, I'd be so happy. There were cooldowns for 10 to 15 seconds. That would work if we got away from the 2 minute. As long as we have 2-minute windows, we'll never get. But we can't have fun with like cooldown adjustments, which is kind of why I want to get away from it, personally. Because if you reduce all your cooldowns, then it means you're 2 minutes misaligned with everybody. So like you technically wouldn't even be able to use it. Because you'd be waiting on everybody, you'd be holding it. Which is really lame for me. Rotation style or one button style with spinning plates. I like the spinning plates idea still. I would still keep it to... I'm so mad, like I didn't write any of this down. I had ideas for like what we needed to... Because obviously you need your damage, mitigation, maybe a movement tool. Like what are all the things that for a DPS you need in a fight? Because yeah, the ideal is definitely moving away from the 2-minute because the issue is that it homogenizes everything. And yes, people did complain about that, but I don't think they should have listened. That's one where I don't like it. It's Square's in a hard spot. I get that. They're going to get flamed no matter what because they're going to be people who don't understand that they're only doing the grass is greener mentality. Position. I like positionals in action combat games. Obviously, you know that. You're trolling me, but it doesn't make sense. I don't think they're necessarily hard. They're just, with how much the boss moves, with how much you have to move around, they're just annoying. It's not fun. When party buffs get involved, that's when issues come up. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's why I've tried to, whenever I like suggest things to move around, I don't involve, or that's one of the things I suggested a while ago. I don't know if I made the video on it, but did I do that in my... I had a video about balance being not as important as fun. That was still one of my favorite interactions on Twitter. It was like I posted the video and they're like, oh, this is going to be a trash take. And then like 10 minutes later, they were like, it actually wasn't bad, but Square will never do it. I think they need to add, let range DPS do damage, but add minimum effective range. I think that's an interesting thing. So like melee have max melee, and range should have minimum ranged. Like just outside of max melee. Like if they get too close to the boss, then they stop doing full damage. It'd be worth taking the caloric tech and making something that procs based on how far you move for one job. Okay, I almost banned you there for mentioning caloric. We're okay now. Based on how far you move. The only issue with that is that the way that mechanics are in 14 don't always allow you to move. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you have to stay still for certain mechanics in order for them to resolve. Like for the tethers. The tethers that we did in phase 2 for M8. The tethers and towers. I don't hate the idea. Absolutely not. It's just I'm trying to think in the scope of 14. You know what I mean? Like for me, I made it so that I think it wasn't even the monk class that I made. It was the Anzu. Their ultimate gets a basically they sprout extra wings, they get wind power, and then the more they travel in a straight line, that is added to their attack's damage. So I like the concept. But it would too many things, like already they're screwing over casters with how active stuff is. And I'm not like there should be a way for casters still to get their stuff off if they play right, but with how much they require us to move, how often they require us to move, how infrequently you're actually able to sit in one spot, it's not really great for the caster theme of I sit, I cast, I'm a turret. You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily think it's a bad tank for casters not to have a res. I don't know. I think some it would be interesting, like if Machinist had a limited use defibrillator. I still think that's a funny idea. I think that would be cool. Like just Battlefield medic. You know? Paladin, I think, should have a res. Maybe they give up more of their mana and stuff, so like it screws up their rotation, but they get a res, you know what I mean? Turret is next job, yeah. How about replacing Opa Opa Raptor in Coral with Fire, Wind, Earth stances? Casters being able to move while casting is probably good, like for walking speed. I like that idea. I like what they did in basically what we have in PvP in 14 for physical ranged. I still liked my idea before with the casters of instead of hitting the button to cast the spell, you hold the button to cast the spell. So instead of do they do it like instead of 14 more like Dragon's Dogma? I like the Dragon Dogma style of casting, where it has like multiple bars, and the higher the bar, or the more bars you get in it, the stronger it is. You have people in PF constantly ask you to be a res caster. That's annoying. On that note, though, like as bad as it is, that's tough. That's tough because it's nice when progging something, but it also makes it so that the players become such babies. I don't want to be too harsh on it. I want to speak with love here, but people are not challenged to improve. You know, I think it's totally fine if people want like certain things, but like set the party finder to that. Don't have people join and then tell people to switch. That's dumb. It's good for casual content. That's true too. It's the other side of it. Bring back the tackles, you're saying? I definitely wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind them for gap closers, like that was when they brought up the water fists of water. I was thinking of what if, because I don't want to get rid of it because I really like Thunderclap, but like what if Thunderclap was the Fists of Wind version, and then the Fists of Earth gap closer was the tackle. Run second walk. Shoot. Let me see. Let me ping Raya real fast. Yeah, I know. I'm sharing my monitor right now. If Raya's wants me, I'll run with Raya while we talk in the background. I think what I was thinking of with my list here before was more for like healing and tanking, because you need a way to like handle mitigation, obviously. Switching aggro. I think he might already be in there. Yeah, I think it would be more interesting instead of Coral, Oppo, and Raptor to do the Earth, Wind, Fire. Like the switching between stances and having different ones do different things with your core punch and kick. I think that would be a lot cooler. And I like I said, I like how the Occult Crescent did their spinny thing. I don't know how it would work. It's kind of cumbersome on controller. I don't know how it is on mouse keyboard for it, but I like the idea of it. Maybe instead of switching hotbars, it toggles, it rotates it. Excuse me. Mechanic, just being able to switch between abilities. I think Rise gone. The duty action. It's a bit awkward. I like it. I like it conceptually. I don't think that it should be a button combo to do it. But it's a way to save space, I suppose. There's an option to rotate in both directions, having to press... I think there is. I think... For controller, I think you can. Hang on. See if I can do this with mouse keyboard right now, because I unplugged my controller to... Yeah. But I was also thinking of how few abilities could you have in a... 4 is a stretch, I think. But I like the concept of, or the design philosophy of starting simple and then adding when the core, like being able to do the core, not have a whole bunch of peripheral stuff. I still haven't gold farmed. So it's that way. Hang on. I gotta unplug it and plug this back in. I guess so. I could have sworn there was a way to switch it so that you could go back and forth. Yeah. Looking for group pots. People potting. Don't know how to adjust the rotation design. So this is one thing that I was thinking of. And of course, it'll have the... So we were talking about the last time we did this. We mentioned having like a punch and a kick. So punch, kick, and then basically having the buttons change. So you have like 2 kicks, or three kicks, 3 punches, right? But then if you go to these, then you get a different one. And then if you started with a punch, then you go to a third one, or from here. And I immediately heard somebody comment in my head, oh, so just mudras for everybody. And then I was like, I stopped for a second. I was like, oh, crap. And then I realized, no, it's called a combo. And in every other game, it's just called a combo. It's not like, yeah, mudras are combos of the symbols coming together, but that doesn't mean nothing else can ever have a combo ever. So I stuck with this kind of idea because it's like, yes, it's like mudras, but mudras were first like combos. You know what I mean? So it might be better to look at this instead of just in general. Punches, kicks, forms, and chakra are kind of like the main things. And then of course you have to like think mechanically what's necessary. Yeah, it helped that I was also using Akuma, the Akuma skin in Monster Hunter Wilds. And obviously I've played fighting games before, so I know what those combos are, but I didn't really think about it in an RPG sense until I used it in Wilds, and I was like, oh, right, it's just... Twisted Tree, thank you. Sorry, I wanted to love the content. I don't know, making MS8 video, but I love all the other ones. Yes, I am. I'm halfway done. I hit 30 minutes of the 60 minutes of it so far. So funds have been a little tight, so I've been doing everything myself, but I found ways to kind of make it a little easier on myself. So I've been aiming for 5 to 10 minutes each day. If I have streams like this, I get a little bit less, but I woke up early and I was able to get 10 minutes done before lunch. So that was like really good. And then I switched over to the Call to Ascension dev stuff. But like, I'll say this again. I mention it every single time, but it's worth repeating. I don't much care for the criticism that people have if you say you have just the PvP rotation, right? That doesn't make a class simple. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's an auto combo basically, but there's no purpose. If there's no variation in combos, there's no purpose to have the combo on separate buttons. You know what I mean? Like, with Monk, you can't have one button because you go between... You're jumping around. You already have the combo. Monk already has a combo. You have to do... you know, Oppo, and then that unlocks You know, how it is with the orbs or whatever. And then you go from this to this to this, basically. So the basic combo is going that way, and then you go that way, and then depending, sometimes you have to go that way. So with the safe and lazy thing to just do how Viper does, I wouldn't necessarily say safe or lazy, but it Viper I don't get because, sorry, my eyelashes really bother me, because I'm not Viper I have a problem with because I don't have to think about my combo. I think that's the problem I have, is that it's just kind of autopilot. But that's how it is with a lot of 14. Summoner was not, actually. Summoner was kind of fun because you had to time out which summon to use at which part, like what was optimal, like what would you get the most out of. So that was neat. Black Mage used to be a lot more freeform. It can't be quite as much now because of how much movement is being required. But yeah, I don't know. Pressing different buttons for the combo helps you keep track of where you are during everything. That's fair. That's pretty fair. I guess part of the problem is that we don't pay attention to animations. Because say for Monster Hunter, right? I'm hitting 3 buttons, basically. All of Monster Hunter's combos are a combination of 3 buttons. So you either hit triangle, you hit circle, you hit triangle and circle, or you hit like a combination of like one of those or both with a trigger, right? So 3 buttons allows you probably like 12 different attacks, right? So it gets you to a certain point. So if things slowed down a little bit, then, or if it would go into like you keep track of your rotation based on the animation, right? Or maybe something on the HUD shows up of like where you're at. But that's kind of my thing, where if you see it on the screen, or if something is symbolizing where you are on the rotation, you don't need to hit a different button for it. You're waiting for a certain animation, so it'll be like, geez, my squares suck booty. There we go. You have like one punch, right? Just one fist. And then for this one, it could be like the two-handed, or like a double palm strike. And then for this one, it would be a bunch of punches with like a big finisher. Yes, I think keeping the stances is a good idea, rather than having the forms. So the forms, I don't hate them. I always thought they would do something different, but it's like, no, you just unlocked a different ability in a combo. So it's... How would you feel if Monk got an Unleashed state? I think that would work really well with the new design the new design philosophy that we're kind of aiming for with this bit, because it's kind of hard because we already see where they're designing the fights. My ideal, I really like designs where bosses have a break meter. So I would like points of the fight where the boss is either more vulnerable, damage is increased because you did something right, or they're just not moving for a certain amount of time. And then that's when you unload everything. It's not everything has to line up. This is when you get the chance. Like, there's an ideal time for it during a fight. Lost Ark has that kind of thing where they have their ultimates that you can use at any time, but you want to use it when, like, they're charging up a special attack. You break them, then they're taking extra damage, and then you hit them with the massive attack. Final Fantasy 13 stagger system. That, yeah, I mean, so many, like Bloodborne. No, it was Sekiro had the similar thing. Most gachas, or a lot of newer gachas have a similar thing if they're action based. Yeah, I like the stagger breaking system. Yeah, no, I like I said, I'm not saying that I'm inventing it or that it's a new concept. I'm saying I want it. I just don't think they can put it into 14. Wrathla. Oh, they did have it in. That's right. Yeah, no, absolutely. That would be it. It's just whenever you're thinking about like changing how design works, I'm also thinking retroactively, because if that's how all skills work, technically you can find ideal spots for your ultimate attack in existing fights, but they're not going to go back and redesign every single fight to add a break mechanic. You know what I mean? More stuff like Dancing Green's Perfect Groove. Oh, you know what? Yeah. They are kind of moving towards that already. Like Boston Shisui, would enjoy that type of thing. And All Out. Yeah. Yeah, reason. It's you can use your burst. Like, what did somebody say? Back in college, I had a conversation with somebody, and I forget which side they landed on, because there's an argument for both, but it was resource and cost versus cooldown. I think they said people prefer things costing more as a resource than having a flat cooldown. But yeah, I hope they do more things where do this mechanic correctly and you get good thing. You know, like we didn't wipe because we didn't get Perfect Groove. I think that was fantastic. You still really needed that buff early on for the damage, but yeah. Classes have we done so far? We're talking kind of generally still at the moment, but we're starting on Monk just because that's kind of my bread and butter. If they would add like stagger mechanics or more reward mechanics, I think that'd be fantastic. It just depends on how they feel about it. Normally, I'm kind of against the whole idea of, but then they have to switch everything. But this is one where it's like they're kind of hitting their stride with fight design. Though that kind of, they're already saying this is how we want fights to be, right? So if they want this to be how fights are, then they'd already have incentive to go back and adjust things if they think that this is the right way to do it. Imagine in M7, instead of just petrified in the plants, the petrify got reflected to the boss and gave him Vuln. Yeah. I still want them to bring in a sack mechanic, dude. Let me die for my party. Break bar for the DPS check, yeah. I still, like, make clashes. Even if people aren't doing anything, like, if somebody's not doing their rotation, then as long as it's epic, it's cool. Like, how many times have you dropped what you were doing in Orban Monastery during the final boss to catch one of the gargoyles or whatever for the damage buff? But, like, you get that, you're, like, blocking it, you're in a clash with them, and then you hold it off and you get a damage buff at the end. But see, like I always go for it. And if you take away 2-minute windows, you get to do that more. You know what I mean? Or even how many times as a DPS do you want to take a tank buster? Guild Wars 2 has that too? That's really cool, yeah. I don't know what to necessarily call them, Ross. They're I think they're like the little imps. I think imps is probably the better term for them. But anyway, I was waiting for people to actually respond. You're not really going to get in the way of a tank buster. But how many times have you tried to catch Susanoo's sword as a DPS? You know what I mean? Taking away 2-minute windows would fundamentally alter the current raids. I don't think so. All they have to do is, I'm saying this kind of dismissively, I don't mean it that way, for the devs. All they have to do is balance the damage. You know, like, our rotations don't matter. All that matters is the damage that we're doing. If they kind of parse out what each job can generally do with their kit, with whatever design they go with moving forward, then things will get better. Because you could also say that, you know, early fights were not designed with 2-minute windows. Granted, you can't do any early design fights with 2 minutes. You know, those kind of unlock later, but still. I also preferred the more focused opener and 6-minute windows with jobs, just kind of doing their thing in between. Not sure I understand that one. Not as an easy thing, but as long as DPS stays around the same at 100 verse, yeah. No, normally, like, if you avoid a tank buster, you have no reason to take a tank buster. As cool as Valley Garmandas is, even, you don't necessarily want to go into a tank buster. But if the Susanoo clash, like, those kinds of mechanics are cool, and you're not doing anything. You're hitting a button, but it's cool. It looks cool. It looks fun. Sorry, my son he just woke up from a nap and he's very cranky. Some more casual people would make content better, but adding a break mechanic seems a bit of a nightmare. You could always keep those kinds of mechanics for Savage. You know what I mean? Because we're talking about, like, combat content. And there needs to be a way for players who enjoy that, like me, who are mid to high core, or mid to hardcore, to have that skill expression to be engaged in the game and the combat. That doesn't mean that I think that casual players should be gatekept from content, but obviously for, like, Savage and Ultimate, I would encourage those players to improve themselves to take on that content rather than bring the content down to casual level. I still think, like, but casual players have dungeons and 24-mans and stuff like that, which is totally fine. But last breath, DPS, they could take Buster, but they will probably have down for the count buff. I don't know how it could be adapted. I mean, I'll do it just to save my tank. I got that moment. It's in the M8 video. It was kind of funny because I think Kenny was dead. The tank buster's coming up. Keaton doesn't have her invuln, and I'm just like, it's just a 2-person stack. It's not a this person takes this much damage, this person takes this much damage. Its damage is reduced depending on who's in the buster. So I just walk in there, and Raya goes, "Drak," and I go, "It's okay. This is what I want." And I die. Keaton survives. We're able to keep the poll going. Right, it's just like, man, damn it! Now I know what anime or what character in the anime I am. Anime I am. But Drak, you'll die. Kenny's just like, for those who come after. Witness me. Gives DPS LB gauge when we do the mechanic right and use the LB to trigger. That could be cool too, yeah. Absolutely. From Man of Steel where the dad sends that exact meme is in the video. That's the one I thought of too. So I put that over my character. I thought change Ninja's Boonshin to count as extra body. For extra stat, dude, I'd love that. I would love Utsemi from 11 to come back. So I'm just like, I also understand. I'm not coming after anybody who's like giving counterpoints or whatever. But the thing is, there's going to be a flaw in any system. There are going to be people who aren't happy with it at the end. I'm trying to think of what are the issues that we have now, and is a new system, are the benefits of a new system worth the change, basically. And I'm not really expecting anything to change either. I like these thought experiments. I'm making a game. I want to make more games. This kind of stuff is like the mental puzzle that stimulates me personally. But at the same time, it'd be kind of cool to see it. So, yeah, it's the thing that Yoshi P was saying from the interview too is like how players are so split. Like one piece of content doesn't hit everybody, and so that there's like a lot of wasted dev time, basically. Or they feel like they're, I don't know if that's necessarily the exact sentiment behind what he said, but I'm fine with there being casual content. I'm fine with there being hardcore content. It's got to scratch the itch. It just has to scratch the itch. And right now, I believe the combat in 14 has suffered greatly because it leans exclusively towards casual. And it doesn't really allow for that much skill expression. Like every bit of skill expression that we've had has been removed from jobs for the sake of ease. And like my answer to that for this, at the core, I want the combat to be fun. So even if you're not an ace, you're still doing your cool thing, right? And it should be cool and rewarding enough where you want to hit the cool and rewarding things. It may not be optimal, but you're still going towards those things and learning how to get towards those things because you want that feeling. You want that feeling of fun. You want to do 100 fists. You want to be able to do an actual tornado kick. You want to hit Phantom Rush, right? So you want to learn how to do that. You want to learn your buttons to get to that point. I mentioned auto combos before. I'm not entirely opposed to it. I think there's a subsection of the player base, unfortunately, that would really like it, where if you just hit one button, you did enough damage to, or like one or two buttons, you do enough damage to clear dungeons and 24-man content. Like if you had a global button and an off-global button. And so, but it's like it would be unoptimal, but it would be the auto combo, like they have in fighting games, or the modern controls in Street Fighter. The current endgame is also really hard to get into as a casual, as most groups require high knowledge of mechanics. And speaking of experience, Manson get kicked for still learning mechanics is a huge problem for casuals who don't want to do harder content. Yeah, that's a community issue. I don't know how to go about that necessarily because our way around it was that Nest was a group of casuals that just put in the time together, so we grew together, and eventually we knew what we were talking about at a certain point. You know what I mean? So, but that's hard to do. It's not easy to get 8 people together and have them have the same mentality and have them have the same availability and have them stick around for more than an expansion. MSQ should be clearable for casuals, yes. Who only have basic understanding of their jobs, but Raid, Savage, and Extreme should have, yes. I think, and that's kind of the thing too, is that for you casual players that want to improve, what do you do? Like, honestly, what do you do? What does the game provide for you as a middle ground? Like, you have extremes, which are a gateway into savages, but it's hard. They don't give you the tools to improve. They don't teach you a lot of stuff. And a lot of things in mechanics now, we do well because we have a point of reference, right? And we do it all the time. Like, it's the joke of, oh, Keaton complaining that I wasn't here for A Realm Reborn. I don't know what mechanic you're talking about. But even in the last, for M8, when we were doing the ads where we're rotating and we're having to time out who detonates the thing, I just thought of M3. Where I was like, oh, it's Fuse Field. Or, Honeybee, where we're blowing the things up. We're just timing it out, Done Blue Mage with Tanya and still don't know what people mean when it's a twist. Yeah. Yeah, fates are a whole other topic, dude. Fates are something that need to have world consequence. Like, as a casual player, what are things that casual players like? Role play. G-pose and glam. Now, some hardcore players are in here as well, but where can all these things happen? Or like when does it feel best to roleplay? Groups. G-pose. That can be alone. Or in groups, but you want scenery, right? And then glam is from content. And where can all this stuff go? Make the world feel alive for the love of all that is good, for the love of freaking Heidelin. Like, it is dead. It's dead. You like how big of a deal Odin used to be, how cool it was that the person who killed him was the model used on Odin, still is. Hang on, I'm gonna show you guys. Go to Quarry Mill. I'm gonna use my ticket because that's expensive. I'm gonna go broke. Yeah, you invent the RP nightclubs and venues and stuff, and that's great. I think that's fantastic that people do that. But like this right here, like people are doing it right now. But this is a multi-stage Fate that has lore, and you're engaging with this piece of the map, and it's a base, and you go through here and get to the end, and like it's like a mini dungeon, but it gives purpose to the overworld. It gives like, who are these people, you know? Like, they have a hideout. Also, yeah, the WTF DIG is a great resource. Makes things very easy because a lot of 14 stuff is just song and dance. So once you know the dance, you are good. But like, and obviously there's an issue of this is a whole other freaking conversation that can happen. Like, there are ways to, because they force us back in here through relic grind or whatever, where you have to, gosh, this music is nostalgic, where you have to come back and do fates and stuff for certain things, for certain drops, to keep this part of the world alive. But there still could be stuff like the bicolored gemstones, making it so that sinking your level down doesn't freaking suck, which is kind of what we're talking about with redoing the jobs and the classes and stuff. Because I don't know, man. My mind's going a million miles an hour. I'm trying to pick one thought, and it just keeps going. Like, I'm thinking about, what do I want actually from Monk? Do I want to be able to even, like, hold an attack? I still want to hold down a button and then do, like, 100 fists, like the Suzaku kick. I still think holding the button down feels good. Maybe not for everything. That might get cumbersome. Arthritis might start setting in with some folks for some abilities, but like, it's such a cool thing in Dragon's Dogma when you're casting, and the longer you hold down the button, the more cast bars you get up to a certain point, and then you let it go. Maybe having a toggle where if it hits the maximum, it automatically releases, or you can hold it, which would be cool. Like, I'm thinking about if you're healing, right? And the big attack is about to come out. And instead of trying to figure out, like, it's still cool if you figure out what your timing is necessarily to get, as soon as the attack hits, then again, you have to worry about the server ticks and whatnot, whether or not everything is registered at the right time. But like, if you casted a healing spell and then you're sitting there holding it, and then you get hit with the attack and then it goes off and then you let it go, more control in that respect. A lot of these are outscaled by the sheer amount of players doing it. Yeah. Why not have it like you push it and then you push it again when you can? Oh yeah, that could work too. At the timer for flamethrower or Phantom Flurry with Blue Mage, you get the payoff if you release it, and not overcap. I wouldn't mind overcapping just because of how weird the server ticks are. I would say the benefit would be like, if you release it on time, you get the maximum value and you get extra DPS because you're not wasting time on the hold. You know what I mean? I get the concept. I like it. I'm with you in concept there. It's when I just want to rock to throw as a range attack. I mean, as a monk, anything at this point, dude. Yeah. So oh wait, so Phantom Flurry, you have to hit it. If you hit it again, you miss out on it, or if you do the whole channel without pressing it. Okay. Oh, if it's already in the game, then never mind. Forget what I said. But I still want abilities like that. Because, like I said, you don't need to hit a lot of buttons. You don't need really complicated combos. You need the attacks to feel good and to do the thing that you think you're supposed to do. I'm a monk. I want to punch and kick things a whole lot. I want to shoot energy beams and balls and fly around and do crazy crap. Black Mage, I want to cast really big fireballs on people. For Dragoon, I want to jump around. I think, I don't even know how they're able, they can't even do that as much anymore because of how arena designs are. But even just like they have an attack. That's not Dragoon. I have to remember my mouse keyboard commands here. Nope. There we go. That one's just broken. There we go. Like, I can't get out of this, but where's skills? I'll find it eventually. There, that's something. Spine Shatter Dive's gone now? Great. There we go. Found it. The last button I hit. P. Gosh dang it. Sonic Thrust is kind of the attack that I think. And I think Chaotic Spring, where you're like spinning around a whole bunch. Like I like the attack animations and whatnot, but I don't know. There's things for each one that they would work really well. Summoner's still so easy. It's so easy, and I don't know how they don't get it yet. It's because, sorry, that's not it. If I do an attack, if I cast this spell, if I cast Ruin 3, what happens? An animation comes out, right? Now, what's stopping them from me summoning Ifrit and then casting a spell, and then instead of the spell, Ifrit does his thing? I'm not even talking, but pet AI. It's not pet AI. All you're doing is telling this thing here to animate. It's not giving a separate entity a command. It's saying Ifrit is out right now. Same as for Black Mage, if you... Oh, gosh. These fireballs, these are Ifrit. Right? It's just out. This denotes this. I'm not telling these fireballs to go out and hit people. I just have them. It drives me nuts. Ugh, gosh. But because it doesn't matter if you're actually telling a pet AI to do something. It's all about how it looks and how it feels. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's all people freaking want. And it would still be the thing like my channeler idea, where you like you channel Ifrit and then you do like you take on I wanted to transform into like an Ifrit-like thing, kind of like how Reaper transforms, and then you do stuff like that. But then people like Larry wants the pet out, but you could still do the exact same thing and have the pet out and do all that stuff. You're still in Ifrit trance, but Ifrit's out. Ifrit's the one doing it. It feels like you are the summoner. You know what I mean? The summon is changing the aspect of Ruin. So instead of, you have Ruin, right? Or whatever. You have Ruin. I don't know how to bring out my weapon. Aside from attacking something. Sorry, I'm a filthy controller player, and it's not plugged in right now, and I'm not doing it over and over again. Hit Ruin. When Ifrit is out, changes, similar to how so let's say we summon Solar Bahamut. It's kind of similar thing here, where now we have Sunflare, but Bahamut would be doing the Sunflare. The animation wouldn't come from me. It should just come from Bahamut. You know what I mean? Basically, the Bahamut part is what, because you do that and then you have to friggin'... I have to target things so much. So I'm pretty sure Ifrit just goes away. He doesn't stick around. So he does this thing, and then he disappears. But why not just have this, but then freaking Ifrit's the one doing it. Ifrit does the charge. Ifrit shoots out Ruby right. Because again, you're not telling the pet to do it. You are hitting a button that says this is an attack. That attack is the animation of Ifrit doing his thing. See, the thing is, if you give the pets autos, they need to be a separate entity, and they're the ones that said they don't want that. And who knows if Nintendo will come knocking on their door if they try to do it again, right? I don't think that they will, but that's the screw Nintendo. Anyway, yeah, for Summoner, that would be how I do their feel, is that you switch stances by choosing what thing you summon, and then they do attacks for you, and then they have an ultimate. And once the ultimate happens, then they go away, and then you summon a different one. I guess FPS could be a reason, but I don't know. Like, they already have it. Like, it's already on the fields. You already have Bahamut show up. But I can't do it because... It's like you already have Bahamut. He does his thing. It's just they need to not tell Bahamut to do the thing. It just needs to be a graphic. It needs to be an effect. And you should be able to handle it. Because you still have Carbuncle out all the time. You have minions out all the time. Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Based on what we're seeing with our eyeballs right now. Yeah, I guess they also didn't want us to always have the primals, but like they kind of already explained that away, where you're just channeling their aether, so you give it form. But then if we move away from 2-minute windows and rotations, and just have skills and abilities that are ideal for certain situations. Like, you can still have a progression, right? Like, say, for instance, in Monster Hunter, you can just attack with the Insect Glaive, but you want to get all your extracts first to get your boosts or your extra abilities. If you are on goodness, he's mad. Longsword, you want to get your sword to level 3 before you start doing like all your attacks. You know what I mean? Like there can still be things that you build up to, right? To make it worthwhile and like have a flow. Wouldn't necessarily call it a rotation, but a flow. Because at least in Monster Hunter you have different ways of getting there. It's not just the same thing over and over. So you can either counter and then you need to connect, or you can hold it down, which is a really cool mechanic that I took too long to realize was in the game. But if you get rid of all that stuff, I've been noticing I don't finish my thoughts. I'm still not. If you get rid of all that crap, that peripheral stuff, no 2 minutes, no rotations, then it opens up to having Shiva and Ramu and Leviathan be options and give it some flavor. Say you can only take in 3. You pick 3, right? And then you have whatever, maybe 4. So you could have Bahamut and or Phoenix as well. But then you kind of get to pick your kit. Pick your kit, you go in. And then it's drag, but then people in PF are going to require that you only have this summon. Yeah, people are going to freaking screw it up. But you know what? Ugh. Yeah. See, the issue, though, with like the old thing where you told the Eggy what to do is that you're telling an extra thing what to do, and the code just couldn't support it. Like, there was too much latency between you telling the Eggy what it needed to do, and, like, I still liked it. I liked them. I liked micromanaging the pet. I'm just saying, for what freaking... the complaints that Square has about that system, you can still give the job fantasy of Summoner and allow... and not like put so much of a burden on the spaghetti code. Just make Summoner turn into the summon. See, that's my ideal. I like transformations. I've been wanting... I would love them to have... I was asking for Reaper for the longest time. I love that stuff. I love transformations. I wish that Monk had a little bit more. I still wanted them to give us Grease Lightning Aura back. We are the only monks in the Eorzean universe. In the 14 universe, the only monk that doesn't have an aura. To this day, 8.0 is on the horizon, by the way. To my Square Enix compatriots, however many of you there are, please, come on, we deserve a transformation. I want the aura. But yeah, I was for Summoner, it would be like you get the Ifrit horns, Garuda's wings, Titan's loincloth. But you could trance and not increase your hitbox by too much. I mean, 14 is already this close to giving Monk a Super Saiyan mode, which I would really like. It would be that if I knew that it was a temporary mode, I would be much better off with it, I think, than if I my original issue with Grease Lightning was that you had a big ability to use, but you never wanted to use it because you had to, it took so long to build back up for one, and you became so slow. So your default was Grease Lightning 3 after a time, and you have all this, you know, attack speed and all that stuff. But then if you want your best attack, you have to give all that up and do slow on yourself. Whereas if, for like Reaper, I don't feel bad coming out of Enshrouded. For Viper, I don't feel bad coming out of whatever it's called for them. You know what I mean? Like, you get to hit your bunch of buttons, everything's fast-paced for a bit, and then it goes away after the big finale. But like, I would like something like that, a mode that you can go into with Monk. That would be their special thing, and all of a sudden your buttons hit a lot faster, or they hit more, or the animations change, or something like that. Insnaked. But yeah, if Monk switched to stances, like the riddle of stance of fire, stance of earth, stance of water, all that stuff, then you could actually have a surrounding aura. It's kind of funny that we say that now because I'm rewatching Reborn, the Home Tutor Hitman Reborn anime, and they've got all the different colored flames for different elements of sky. Yeah, Perfect Balance technically is your super mode, but you don't get faster. It's a blitz. It's definitely a cool system. I think what they've done with Monk is cool for what we have. It's still, I don't like the rotation system, and I don't like the 2-minute windows. Necessors, it's good. It's a fun rewatch. Season 1 is hard to get through. Especially when you know how cool it gets later on, and you're just like, this is so freaking goofy. They take forever to get to the good stuff, man. You have to deal with a lot of this is weird before Hitman Reborn gets good. But it gets good. It gets really good. I love their power system. As long as you get Judgment Cut as Samurai, allow everything for Monk, yeah. I like where Monk is going though, because they are doing the Tifa thing. I think for martial classes, the 3-stage, because like I said, for Longsword, for Tifa and 7 Remake, there's 3 stages. You go up, you get stronger and faster, and then that unlocks better abilities, and you use those abilities too. But then it costs a stage. Green for final form. It's white for final form, remember? For Super Saiyan? Because for some reason... No, it goes back to... I don't know anymore. Ultra Instinct is a new form of Super Saiyan. Yeah, it would still be neat if Summoner had big skills, right? If they absorbed it and then you see the aura of the actual primal behind them. Kind of like how you have Nidhogg's head for right? Nidhogg for Dragoon stuff. Oh. Anywho. I like doing these as well because somebody on the 14 team, I don't know if they're still there, but they were watching, because the only proof you need is looking at my old content, asking for stuff for Monk, and then what we've gotten for Monk. They're listening. I appreciate them a lot. I do appreciate them. I'm still trying to figure out ways to help the game out in my freelance capacity. I want to go back to Elixir Field rather than Elixir Burst. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. They need to stop making line AoEs. I don't like line AoEs. It's hard to line up because of, like, it used to work fine because everything would just bunch up, but now that everything respects each other's hitboxes and they keep freaking moving around, it's so hard to aim. Samurai needs to reduce buttons. It is getting kind of cluttered. And that was kind of the thing. So anyway, yeah, I would turn Monk into kind of the fighting game character, the fighting game class. I liked what somebody else said, where you have punch, which would be the light. Kick. Sorry, this is not helpful. Me doing it in my hotbar mentality. Let's go left to right. Punch, kick, and then so we have light, medium, and then heavy. And then you bounce around between these 4 different things. And then, but like this would be a different button press or a separate button. But it would be, or this could be a finisher type thing. So you do your combo back and forth, and then it goes into the finisher kind of idea. And then we need, let's see. I want to say chakra abilities. But I know people don't like gauges as much, but I would much rather a consistent gauge that you build up, kind of like a super bar. That you use for this, and then you'd have either Forbidden Chakra or whatever. My main thing though is like how to figure out, oh, that could be it. Instead of giving, doing like whole different buttons for an AoE rotation, you could have one of the stances be AoE based. So the water one, think about flowing, it just hits multiple things and we get the animations. So the water one could be, or even go into different elements. I don't know if that's necessary, but if you were to do kind of that, you could either do wind or water if you wanted to add that, where it turns these things into AoE. So then you hit one button and then it goes into this. The thing is, like, how many stances there are is where I'd want the rotatey. The only thing is, if you want to change on the fly, that becomes a challenge. But just having 4 of these on a cross hotbar, that's ugly. DrakGamestein would work as well. Like 4 isn't too bad for like stances or whatever to switch back and forth between. There probably is a better way to do it, but it'd be kind of my grapple. Not in 14, unfortunately. As much as I'd love that. As much as I would love that, dude. Imagine in 14 being able to pick up an ad and then chuck it into the rest of the ads. Not kung fu styles like drunken boxing for AoE, capoeira. Definitely could, yeah. I'm just kind of going off of the lore that's already set up. So, Water Stance could still do the drunken boxing. Fists of Fire could be like Muay Thai. Fists of Earth could be Judo. They can knock us back, we can't knock them back. I used to let rip Fluid Aura. Yeah, this would be Chakra. And this would be I still don't hate the Blitz system. Okay, this is bothering me. Hang on. There's a... I wish Archie was here. Is that what I needed to hit? That's opacity. I need... Oh, where is it? There we go. Thank freaking goodness. Okay. Driving me up a wall, dude. My handwriting's not that bad. And then, of course, we have things that are like utility-based. Obviously, I'm okay with singular buffs. I still think Bard could be a buffing class. But it's like, it would have to be the only, one of the only buffing classes. And it would require a resource to do it. So then it's not locked to a rotation, it's not locked to a cooldown, a timer. Excuse me, I just drank water, why am I burping? Just yapping. Yapping too much. As much as I like mantra and stuff, it's not necessary. It is kind of cool. I like having healing abilities, but I would put that into like chakra, where you have maybe 2 or 3 chakra abilities that I still want Air Blast or Ki Blast to use chakra for a certain cost. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's... I'm going to figure out what's in my eyelash and rip it out. Originally, there was that water is natural formless, so you could change into whatever you need. Yeah, I still don't know what each stance would necessarily do for like this, or if you... I mean, there's limitless potential to do a combo and then switch stances for the final hit. Which could be really cool, actually. Like, if Wind gave you faster attacks with, like, less power behind them, but then you switch to Fire for the mega hit, and it changes to the big thing. But, of course, then there's a use for the mega hit, the penultimate attack for the Wind stance as well. Could work. So I'm going to delete this as soon as I log off anyway, but this is bothering me now that I figured out what the heck kept happening to my stylus, my paintbrush. It's like Archie's not going to be in here, so she can't tell me what to do. Scribble doesn't tune in anymore. Or maybe she's a super Larkin. It's always possible. There's no reason to talk to me anyway. I'm weird. What else? What else does Monk need? Obviously, like the super buff. Transformation. It's just I want each attack. With this, the goal is to make each attack feel better. Because right now, as much as like I don't feel like I get to enjoy the attacks. You know what I mean? Like they all have their animations, but they get cut off so frequently. I like the new animations that they gave us. They could definitely incorporate those. But inner gates for the super buff, DPS phase, that would be cool too. Like if you use chakra for an attack, or you used it to like the current thing, where you have the chakra bar, but then you could store it as a chakra orb, and the more orbs you unlock, the stronger you get. You get up to 5 of the orbs. And then still doing the blitz system here, where you fill 3 and then get a bigger attack. I think that could still work. Because it's still combo based, right? So one's this color, one's this color, one's this color. You know? Leaning aggressive into aggression in favor of controlling stances situationally. I think so. I'm not sure what you mean by leaning into aggression, but yeah, essentially, you could still have stances that are more defensive. You don't really need it as much in this game because there are instances where you take damage, but it's not like a reactionary thing. Like, ideal situation, it would be more action combat based, and if you had a Riddle of Earth stance that was more like grappling in judo, and anytime something attacked you, you could then throw them or something, or toss them off. Like, my tabletop has that because it works in a tabletop. It can work in a tactics game. It can work in an action combat game. It doesn't work in 14. The limitations, they burden my soul. Yeah, so it's so the stances would be like you'd have combos, not necessarily rotation. You could still have a rotation that you favor, right? Like there, even in Monster Hunter, like you can do freeform, whatever, but there is an optimal path, right? But I wouldn't want them, like I think I would lean more into the stuff would cost resources than be on cooldown. So it's a matter of what's good for this situation. What am I going to use right now? Because everything's at my disposal. And like the stronger things take more resources, so I'm going to save it until the boss is when I can actually do my full combo, right? Or the thing that I want to do. This is the first one I'm really working on. It's the one I'm most familiar with, and the one that I like have more of a job fantasy idea around. So yeah, it's the one that I usually default to doing first. And again, not to disrespect my Square Enix agent that's been watching and helping us out and giving us all the cool stuff that Monk has gotten, but they're really limited by the 2-minute meta. And honestly, for casual play, just do modern controls. What I've noticed is that I think this would be fun enough for. Like I've gotta. There's got to be another word. Because there's casual players, and then there's login players. And like modern controls would be your login players. It's so complicated. I don't want to learn all this stuff. Just hit one button, hit 1 or 2 buttons, and you'll clear stuff. Whatever. Because what I learned is that there is nothing that could be low effort enough for some players in this game. I fully expect there to be a subsect, I don't know how many, but I know they exist, where if Relic was login reward, they'd be perfectly happy. It drives me, it makes me angry hearing people be like, I liked just being able to spend tomes on my Relic weapon. I understand that it still had like a quest line that it was behind with the Manderville, which was probably a mistake, but gosh dang it. Legit seeing party finder parties of people saying MSQ duty unsynced, do it for me while I AFK. Dude, these are the people that Yoshi P thinks are legitimately giving criticism. You know what I mean? These are people giving feedback. Dude, Udyr, I love League of Legends Udyr, especially as, I don't know if he had another rework, but when they did his initial overhaul, dude, that was so much fun. He was fun already, but I bought his epic skin because of that. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it here. I don't have anything else to add at the moment. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm going to help my wife with my crying baby son. I appreciate this. I like the feedback. I like engaging with you guys. We'll do it again at some point. The rest of the week, I'm probably going to just work on getting the M8 video done, which I think you guys will be very appreciative of. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm making really good progress on the tabletop now that I know what my end goal is. So that's good. League of Legends fun. It used to be. It was for me. If you thought I was bad in fighting games, though, I become a heathen. Anyway, check out Patreon if you want early access to stuff. There is the cut-up version that is the length that will be out on Patreon just for the $5 tier, the early access stuff. I'll try and post some more things later on. I think I've gotten the... No, I haven't got... I want to try something new with my videos where... To help get in new people, because I make it for you guys who have been following me for a long time. And still there are apparently new people there. But I want to give some more like grabby stuff like, this is what's coming up kind of a thing, where it's one of the better jokes. And then you kind of see the context going on. I really wanted the one where Jesse has a complete meltdown towards the tanks about healing through the bleed. But it's too, I think it's too long of a setup. But it would be like a full minute, and I need something that's like 10 to 15 seconds. But yeah, we're that video I'm gonna try and get done by Saturday. We'll see. We're gonna see. And I'm also gonna try and do, instead of trailers, maybe. They're good for getting people towards the Patreon. But I also want to do clips of videos. So it could be like the longer thing. And then see the full version so that the short actually redirects people to the videos themselves. I don't know. Just things I'm thinking about for the channel. What I can do. Anyhow, hope you guys have a great rest of your night, though. God bless you all, and we will see you next time.